Listen to me, all guys need love and attention.
It's so good to see you too. I'm glad we got everything working. I remember when we attempted this a long time ago, and it just all went belly up. But this is great to see you. You look so beautiful. You have such a great glow about you.
Well, you do too. We're both.
Thank you.
Yay! And start. I have all of this basic information.
Oh my God! Don't shock me.
Actually, just a list of your credits.
It's what?
A list of your credits, your
Oh
credentials.
my God! Not a problem. There's a list of them, and I either go on set or I do it here on the green screen. Never know what's going to get picked up, but it's always nice to get that credit regardless. So. Well, I usually, when I interview people, I always start at the beginning. So I guess I'm going to do to myself as I do to others or put others through. My name is Kadrolsha Carole. That's a Polish name. Translated in English as Carolyn Ann. And people always go, well, that's not your name. Well, no, it's what I grew up with. So that's what I use. And as far as Queen of the Paranormal goes, I trademarked it because I do comic books and other projects, and it's really paid off tenfold. And so people have made fun of me regarding, trademarking it and whatnot. And I'm like, it's the best financial decision I ever made. I've been in the business of the paranormal for, I don't know, since I was born, and that's a long time ago. Okay, no, it's not a long time ago. It's like maybe a few years ago. But anyways, but I very, very young. I come from generations out of Poland, Russia, Lithuania, that were dream interpreters and spirit communicators. So the gift kind of passed to me. My sons have it. My daughter's scared to death of it. So I kind of skipped her, but she's afraid. She's had some incidents. And so I move on with doing the paranormal and being creative and creating other types of programs. Years ago, I totally believed in digital signage long before anyone else did. And I invested myself creatively in that market. And boy, the hate mail I got, like I'm wasting my time. I said, yeah, but it really is the future. And boy, did that pay off big too, because now I can officially say that I'm slated to be in fast food restaurants and grocery stores on the digital signage screens there with my Hollywood Entertainment News Positive Messages. And that's a show I created as well during the pandemic, because we couldn't go out and to the conventions. They were all closed. And who wants to see a celebrity with a mask on? Nobody. Especially when you can't touch, shake their hand or whatever. So I created this online streaming version, and before you know it, I started getting, involved with different movie studios and all of this, and what I was able to do to help them and benefit each other back and forth, because nobody had any money. These were just creative ideas. I would say, if you could do that for me, I can do this for you. And what we do is we put our heads together, and next thing you know, I'm in the Global Film Alliance with 2 television programs that I created, totally different. One was Stranded Paranormal. You answered that, where you mentioned that. And the other one is a show called Legends. Now, we did some footage last week for Stranded Paranormal, and it came out really cool. Kind of creepy, scary. And Legends will be filmed latter end of this week, some of it for like a promo thing. So I guess, and I do Atlanta Happenings. I'm also on Nashville's Next Best of 3, and a whole series of different movies that come with the Global Film Alliance. And so, and little projects in between, I do a lot of interviews, and I write a lot of press content for people. and constantly networking. And I love the creativity. I love my family to death because they're supportive of all of this technology and stuff like that.
This new thing that call it, what did you call it? You know, with the signage.
Wait a minute, I'm a psychic. I'll figure it out. Now, we're talking about digital signage.
Oh, yeah.
The digital signage market are the things you see at the gas station, like at the gas pump. When you're pumping gas, there might be a little screen. If you go into the store, there's a screen, for people to, while they're sitting in line, to watch things. At the shopping malls, they've got these great big screens advertising movies and whatnot. Electric charging stations have them as well. Now, billboards, they have them. They have them on boxcar trucks. They have them on sides of cars. They have them everywhere, and everywhere they are through the cast firm, I am as well. That was the deal we struck. We stick to it. As long as we're both working and very creative, these things fly. I mean, nobody likes a long-winded anything, so I keep my programs very brief. The positive messages got picked up because they are brief, 15, 20 seconds of a celebrity giving a positive message. The other thing that got picked up are supernatural news bullets. They were about a minute or so long, but I reformatted them back to about 15, 20 seconds. So when someone's in line or pumping gas, they can watch a couple and get an idea, and then maybe go back to the website like that. So I'm really entrenched into all the super technology. I love it, and I can't wait to do more. I'm excited every morning I get up. I have ideas, I write them down, and people have said to me, oh, that's impossible. And well, some of it is, but most of it is not. So you have to believe in yourself and go forward.
Where did you get this strong belief in your? Where did this come from?
My family, my kids, my husband, my close friends, which are few. But basically just that. I raised them to have self-confidence, to be appreciated, to have people like and be interested in their ideas. So they give back to me what I gave to them growing them up. So it works out great. Plus, the kids are all in the company too. So when we do a project, we're all involved. When we go out, like to a Comic-Con, we all pick the clothes out because we get a particular look for Queen of the Paranormal and host of Hollywood Entertainment News. And some of them are changeable and some of them are not, depending what the Comic-Con wants you there for. I'm a chaplain, and that's for all religions and all beliefs. And my kids go with me, and we do work with young veterans mainly, or actually anyone in need, but usually young veterans going through drug and alcohol rehab or wanting to go in or just coming out and they're struggling like that. I will go over and have a conversation with them, maybe many times in a row. And the other thing is I am a reverend. And so I do graveside services and, different things like that. I have a solid belief system in me. So people always saying, well, when I ghost hunt, are you afraid you're going to bring something home? No, not at all. I do protect myself, but I have a firm belief system, very solid, hard to penetrate. It's the people who have doubt that don't have a true belief system. It's like cracks in granite. And eventually the cracks widen and the thing splits. And at that point, you have bad energy entering you.
So be careful.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, you can't go running off screaming at them.
Right.
I don't like to be screamed at either. And if we have the same personality we do when we pass over, well, it's going to take so much yelling that someone's going to fight you back. And that's what happens. Stranded Paranormal.
So on your new television shows, Branded Paranormal, how is that going? What have you been doing this?
I can't give it all away. What I can say is it's a lot different than any of the programs out there. A lot of these programs are rehashed from old shows, this and that, with the same people on them constantly with their guests and all that crap. This is 100% different. It may be similar to my old CC the Huntress shows, which actually got picked up and they're being cataloged now, where I went out to these locations that were just like crazy, up myself as the videographer, my son. And so there would be similar nature there with strong women and the ability to stay there overnight, completely stranded, and to see what transpires. There may be paranormal evidence, there may not be. It could just be a rumor or speculation or hype and bull. But you know, we're out there to see, and we have tools that we're working with that a lot of other people are not. In fact, no one is. And that's where I shut my mouth. And so that is going to be wonderful. I was, like I said, we did some filming last week. I put the package together and it came back from the studio that was exactly what was intended when they picked it up, how it's going to look. So now the hard work begins on that.
That's amazing.
I do editing as well, and I find myself like, I don't know, like 3 minutes ahead of what I'm supposed to be editing at times. And then other times I find myself, if I'm putting in a title, I'm typing what I'm thinking instead of the title. I know that sounds weird. It probably has nothing to do with the question. I thought it was pretty funny. I do get at times, like when we film and I watch the playback, all of a sudden now there are sounds that, you know, originally we didn't hear because we didn't get to hear the playback until we got in the studio and we started to edit it into television format. So there was a thing under the streets of Salem where I was talking to my son about, I think I got scratched or something like that, and you could hear a voice. We couldn't hear it, but you could hear a voice on the tape saying red, like it knew the color of blood. So that was incredible. And it's always amazing to me when we film programs or do programs, even with Hollywood Entertainment News, you know, we get static, you know, on the radio and like weird voices on the interview, you know, and stuff. And they're like, this is like far out. To do more. I'm excited every morning I get up. I have ideas, I write them down, and people have said to me, oh, that's impossible. And well, you know, some of it is, but most of it is not. So you have to believe in yourself and go forward.